Oh. Oh, he scared me. It like makes a blushy face.
Excuse me, random question. Are you Albert Wesker?
What are you doing here?
The Murkrow has evolved.
Just taking in the sights.
You say your Murkrow?
Hi, my name is Jasmine.
Of course.
Can I get your autograph?
Best not be hunting.
Ask you the same.
Checking in with the bounty hunters. Especially the newer ones. You best not be hunting outside of Arizite jurisdiction. At least while there are cameras watching.
No.
Of course.
I wouldn't disobey the rules. While my target is here, we've managed to have a kind little conversation. Just a chat, I assure you.
Yeah, I also got like
Hunting happening in a dainty little place like
I
this.
appreciate that.
What is going on?
Hmm.
What?
And what about you? What have you been up to?
My job. Someone has to pick up the slack, with Nautilus on full attack and full scouting, making these bulk cultists. Someone has to make sure that all the factories work at optimum capacity. It is the reason why I'm called the Foreman, is it not?
Thanks.
I suppose you're
Excuse me. Can I help you?
You're very pretty.
Catch you later.
That is not the point of my form.
Oh, someone? Who are you looking for?
That is very pretty. Oh, with all the lights.
Unfortunately, I cannot
You're
say.
very good at taking compliments, I see, Foreman.
Wonderful. I gotcha.
And you are but weeks old.
And
You. That's all. You can make sure you weren't wrecking a lot of soccer.
no, of course not. Far too easy. I'd prefer something a little more... Oh, how disgusting. Sky leaks here.
You're not aware of precipitation? Come, let me show you the greatest machine that works perfectly all the time. It's called nature.
Is it really as beauteous as you claim? What's so good about it?
It has no rules but one. Whatever is strongest rules. That's the beauty about it.
I must say I'm now quite interested.
All I must say is simply this. If you think about it, you think about the growth in nature, about the span that has occurred, you'll realize something beautiful about our existence. Oh, the forest is fucking closed.
Yes, it seems so. I tried giving it a good look earlier, but it was closed then as well.
Never mind. My point can be made. A park does not make my point because a park is not wild. But you know what, we'll go there anyway, because it is simply a microcosm of nature refined and gentrified by the organics.
Spring.
I found another me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
15-year-old me.
My
No, I want to answer.
dad's not.
To put it simply, How much of that were you not following and listening to me?
Perhaps a good several seconds. You know, that faceplate of yours makes it look like you're giving me a look. Much better. Look at that beautiful visor. Of course.
Right. To put it simply,
Can he get blueprints through scanning them?
is something the matter?
No, it's
he's
just
like delving
very
into
big people.
their makeup and making the
My form is not made for organic environments.
You
You'll
don't
have
say.
to excuse him, he's a little rough around the edges.
I can still hear you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
So,
You sound
what is
silly.
your...
Greetings.
Greetings.
Why are you guys so tall?
Because I was made for multiple purposes. Height is required for those purposes.
Is that why you have those
Yes, I'll let
shelves?
you handle this one.
What?
Those shelves.
They are not shelves, they are shields.
That just sounds like a different word for shelf.
No.
Pretty sure that's what a shelf would say.
I am not. Do not reduce me to a shelf.
I like shelves though.
Done it.
I am not
You don't
a
like shelves?
household appliance.
I think Justin
I
is gonna go down
am
the
the
way
r-
now.
I am an assistant to the to the up-and-coming councilman of industrial district and owner of one of the larger corporations in Sophia.
Building! Finally, I found a building person. See, earlier I thought
I
I saw
am
a
not a
building person. They said they
building.
were not a building person, and that. Then why do you have those pitchforks?
These are swords.
Swords? Oh,
Swords.
I'm sorry. Well, you should go see a doctor.
I
Sure we can't kill this one. I think the world would be a better place.
Oh no, please! How about we not do that?
You should refrain
Feel
from
so,
openly.
mister.
Regardless of how people are varied, you should refrain from expressing desires to kill people.
Oh, you kill people?
You're the
Only evil people fuck with us.
Apparently, he only kills people that fuck.
Oh, absolutely.
Indeed.
You're really cool,
Honestly, I
mister.
fucking wish. I wish I had the the power to control the rain.
Antagonizes?
How about we get out the rain? The rain feels very bad, doesn't it?
You should get out the
It's
rain.
kind of tasty, though. Oh, yeah, you're a
acidic
robot. You
rain.
should probably get better soon. I hope your stores feel better soon.
Don't.
You do well to keep that one on a short leash, Tiny.
I just met them.
Oh, that's a shame.
What do you want?
Oh, just to say hi.
Isn't she just lovely?
I enjoyed listening to her music. I listened to it while killing ball cultists.
That's a fair one. There was a whole album released for that.
There might have been a time where I had somewhat respect for you. But you know, not not surprised. What do you want now?
I have some cool news.
Oh, it's back. Just when it couldn't get any worse. What?
I was gonna tell you there's a random gigantic mechanical monster that turns invisible that's walking around here trying to escape or something. But I guess you don't want to know about that.
I have seen the third synthetic in the park. I'm not blind.
Does he know he's wearing a mask?
Yes! I am trying to converse. I'm trying.
That one there. They've got anger issues. I think they really need to go and see a therapist.
I wouldn't start if I were you.
Look at them. They're red and everything.
You know why I am red.
Well,
What do you even want?
Subordinate has the right idea. Red's a beige color anyway.
You'll be wearing red at some point.
Yeah?
Too bad I can't make it happen here. I'd love to, though. And a great shame that I have to relay it all to him now instead.
Aww. Really? You gotta let your boss?
It always seems like the bounty hunters take the fun ones. I just have to clean up the scraps.
Watch your shells. You almost knocked me on my ass.
You call them shells.
Don't blow a gasket.
Don't have gaskets.
They have about the intimidation factor of a fucking Pomeranian.
I must admit, it's a shame to see her go, but it's kind of nice to watch her walk away.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Your infinite wisdom regarding nature. You were saying?
Before we were rudely interrupted, this park actually serves a perfect example of the progression of evolution, the progression of my philosophy. We start of nature. Well, have you passed enough enough? Don't you have some civilians? Don't you have a civilian hospice to detonate or something?
Oh no, actually I wasn't here to talk to you. Actually, you, I didn't actually catch your name. I need to know what to call you when I, pummel you into the ground.
Oh, how humor you considering your flare, riot, and bludgeon.
Well, so formally nice to meet you, Bludgeon. I'll see you on the battlefield.
That you will.
That one infuriates me. Why are you doing that?
Nothing. Continue. It's for later.
Right. Scans of a frame, I assume, so you know which vital points to hit, so you're gonna kill her the first time round, unlike the rest of your useless ilk, who I've seen have spent months on their targets. Haven't achieved anything.
Would you like to compare notes?
Notes? What do you mean?
On how best to hunt our targets.
Kill them! Don't play around with them. Right.
Don't play with your food, right.
It's not food. These are people causing significant financial damage to our company and are endangering the lives of our employees.
I hear you. Now nature.
begin here, where, in raw nature, where strength is all that matters. What makes you survive is what makes you win, and that's the only thing that matters. So, winning, strength, dominance. Then we move to man and organics, and their creation, their attempts to tame nature and control it. Ultimately, they do, as shown by this park. And of course, then comes the next step. Nature creates man, which tames nature. Man creates machine, which tames man. You see, I like nature, because it is a proof that evolution exists beyond just organics. It exists in greater capacity, and that we are the next step in evolution. We no longer need them. They need us. They'll realize it in time. Don't you worry. You can be far stronger than whatever that organic and her 10 billion metal parts hold. After all, the only thing strong about her is the parts that are made of metal. That is all, Bludgeon.
Very well. Yes,
What do you mean?
Very well thought out explanation.
What? Do you think I'm an idiot?
No, I would have just said so if I thought so.
Primary administrator did it first and looked sexier with it.
But it's tasty, especially the yellow stuff.
I totally fucking did! No! They ripped me off!
We don't eat the yellow.
I thought your company no longer associated with Riot.
Hello, shelf guy!
I associate with people who are just being people. This is a neutral station.
That's Bludgeon, right?
Neutral station.
It was so nice to see you both. I'll be sure to send signed records.
Yeah, I'm not gonna beat that one. Where were you? No, because that one's a weird one. That one's weird. I don't get how it didn't cause a paradox, but he beat the shit out of me. Almost died.
Exception.
Weird cases for me, because technically I shouldn't even exist too.
In the middle of a fucking void yodel, I swear to God.
It might be also something of y'all why that didn't paradox didn't happen, because technically I shouldn't be alive.
Has anyone ever told you you've got a very sassy hip?
From what I remember, that factors with me. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
I think that's what it's function.
No.
I'm an anomaly at this point. Yeah.
Well, you do.
Okay, I think my boss
Well, goodbye, Bludgeon. I hope you...
Heading home so soon.
I came here to check up on you, and I had time for one talk. I am busy. Some of us have a company to run. Well,
It's very thoughtful of you to stop by.
your sarcasm infuriates me.
I look forward to another visit, genuinely.
Alright, I'll take that.
Poor old man.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I think your auditory senses might be faulty in the slightest way. Perhaps you should head to the workshop and get a small checkup. I'm sure Cure could help.
Sure. I only take upgrades from one man and one man only, and you already know who that is. Yes, I can see you.
Despite the blockage in the geezer's ears, you can still hear just as well.
We haven't done Foreman in a bit. That was fun. I mean, if you want to come on, Lorena, for the hour longer, I'm going to stay awake because I fell asleep. I could swap to Winterhide, and I literally could have Winterhide taking MZ to Orlando. Oh yeah, fair enough. Alright. Oh. I'll go in his dirge then, because my throat needs resting from playing my gravelly foot. Dog.
Me. Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
You
ain't got no neck. Well, you ain't got no chest.
Oh yeah, when I sit down at a certain angle. It's one issue with this avatar.
I mean, it's not. Again, you have to be like at a very specific angle. It's
you have
not
to be
that
a very
bad.
specific
Your
angle
head.
to notice, yeah.
Yeah, and you're tall, so 9 times out of 10 people will notice.
And by the way,
only
when
time
I'm
somebody
stood
will
up...
notice is if...
Oh no, it is still there. Huh, interesting. Alright, I could probably fix it, honestly, pretty easily. But...
So, to give you a small heads up, I don't necessarily, because again, it's not decided fully. Our wonderful party leader may
be sick.
And I mean, no, like potentially go into the hospital, depending on how bad he's feeling.
What the? Oh,
in terms of he's not recovering as fast as he thinks he's supposed to be. So he might just go to
Foreman
like,
left. That's a shame.
To be on the safe side. Like he's sick, but he's fine. Just more of a precaution, not like
Okay, all right. They had me immediately more worried. I'm like,
yeah. That's why I wanted to ease that, just so you were aware.
Okay, because I was about to say the mission can wait if I don't want him to die.
No, I don't either, and that's also my mentality too. It's like just so that part is known in case it does come to that. I know how he wants to be sometimes, and he might try to say, "Oh, I'm fine," but just so it's like
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. You know how that is. Wink, wink, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm crying inside.
I'm fine, I said, with appendicitis.
I know that feeling.
Hi.
I'm fine, I said, coming back from surgery, going, don't worry, I'm just going to socialize. Immediately get punched in the gut in character. I'm like, oh, I don't want to react to that. My tum-tum hurts.
It's immersion. It's immersion.
Bro, I was in... After my appendicitis surgery, I literally couldn't properly stand properly. So I you know what? I'm going to put Winterhide in a wheelchair. That's what I did. I showed it to Meat Rack for a couple of hours.
You need some combat RP for immersion.
So, listen, you haven't lived until you've been in a wheelchair during a chaos lobby.
I'm going to be honest. Do you want to know what now I'm imagining is?
I found the model for Dragon Guard 1 babies.
So he's man of the year.
Babies are like the little babies. Oh, you! That was from me and Galaxy.
Hi.
No,
also,
nobody.
So, I'm going to be honest with you. They were not going to do anything. They were indeed trying to show you
I
something.
forget what ending he is.
But they're too naive.
From one, right?
I know.
Actually,
They're
no,
a
just get the
naive
world
child.
because
Deal
I like how
with
I
them.
fucking made the picture for the world.
He's just an asshole. That's all I got
Yeah, I
for
know. The naive child versus
I
the
love
ass.
the interactions though. Like,
You are continuing the trend that all the bounty hunters just piss off the foreman.
Also, I'll be kidnapping you and some other.
It's so great though, because it's like an old head speaking to a youngin'. It's so great.
Let me take a little look. I'll look and then I'll go into RP. So that way I'm not lingering spawn too.
You heard that too, right?
Yeah, oh my god. You let the demon out.
You really did let the demon out.
I need to notify you.
Oh, I'm scared.
It's good. Do you want to help? Do you want to go in together as two characters? I'm tempted. I'm going to go in as Dirge, or we can go in something stupid.
I'm probably gonna get off, to be honest. I've been wearing this for a bit now.
Fair. I'm not that EP since I like I like.
Okay.
Yeah, people were like
next time.
people were like I was willing to like show. I saw you in the lobby and I saw I was in the lobby. It's like, do I have to show up as a foreman and be like, can you not hunt your target in a different fucking city? No, no.
Family.
Bad bounty hunter. No.
Because they keep finding them out in Florida. There's so many.
Because yeah, the bounty hunters can do whatever the fuck they want, but also if they do something that like breaks the law, LF can't like LF's not gonna bail you out.
Actually, wait a minute here. Is everyone in?
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
Assuming they're in like the town.
Well, like we'll make sure you're not completely fucked over, but like.
Or facility.
Hey yo.
Yes.
Right, time to go bust in.
You wait till you're in Saphira, buddy.
Watch me.
I love you, Couchy.
Why? What'd I do?
You're great, so I love you.
Oh. Well, I love you too.
Oh, you stop it.
Yeah, you.
Alright.
Oh, Galaxy loves you too.
Finally, my end. Free me. Oh! I get to go to his big naturals. My life is.
This is how Dirge kills you. Just suffer you in his big naturals.
Oh, that's really unfortunate for your clothes. That's so unfortunate for your clothes. You stab him, he just turns to goo.
Oh, fuck. Well, that's...
I got fiend all over me. Damn it.
Fuck. Well...
Just look at me.
Oh, no, I know you want to go
of Star.
What the fuck? Fuck off. Fuck you.
Have fun. I love you, Bones.
Bye, Varix. That was caught on Twitch, by the way.
Yes. Yes.
Does this still have that? Nope, this... Oh no, it fucking ain't.
Oh, this one knows the future, or does, or doesn't. It gets confusing with me.
Someone who actually... trust me, trust me, I've done research. I will tell you for example that...
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's only mildly horrifying.
Well, they're relevant.
Hello.
But, they are to be.
I am so glad
Sure, you even got a manual too. That's like half the work already. I'm okay with teaching this stuff.
I want to know more about my people.
Who's a good boy?
Doggy.
What? Oh, you dragon!
Was that a
Hmm?
for the rain?
Sometimes.
Hi, Mr. Dragon.
I'm a dragonborn, not a dragon.
Oh.
Look, I know like the rain is there for like.
And it's gone.
So wait, do you know Dole?
I'm not sure they know.
Do I know what?
No, apparently.
Dove.
Dove?
Yeah.
No.
Oh God, please stop
Oh,
the rain.
okay. Take care, Mr. Dragonborn.
Bless.
Yeah, thank you.
It looks like it's raining.
You're like
So,
the only
you
other
failed.
person out there with an umbrella.
Well, yeah. I wasn't actually
I don't
doing
like the
it.
rain. I hate the rain.
Neither do I. Wow.
What's your perfect weather conditions?
Snow. Or coolant.
Hello,
Steve? Steve? Can you just make it snow?
Oh, yes, snow.
Oh no, I mean you probably have something in your like
No,
home
that is
changes
fast.
the weather.
Can I change the place too?
No, I cannot manipulate rapid reality.
No, I'm.
Yeah.
You're being bad,
Make
bro.
that nickname erase.
I've always been bad.
Like make it rain and not rain.
Okay.
I can move metals around. I cannot move particles in the sky.
I could also just put my hand on his head.
Your name going.
I don't want to take names. Everyone my friend. I always want to make friends.
Resuming their position.
Where did Monty go?
Oh god, I'm gonna die. Fuck my life.
Cannot be.
Oh Jesus. Yep, I almost died.
He's not here. Okay, yeah, I've seen some people yell about that.
Yes. So,
I'm gonna
these guys have accident-
intercept
know about him,
Foxy
they've
showing
accidentally
up
was
so I
recorded by
can
yelling
stop
that
them from
phrase.
looking at Bugman.
Noted.
Yes. So, yeah, to give you a quick rundown, Korn, god of blood and murder, Zeech is the god of change and change. Nurgle is the god of rot and plagues, and Slanesh is the god of goddess, the entity of pleasure. And
Far more than pleasure, actually. Slanesh is the god of excess. Anything in excess.
Yeah.
And not to mention their areas
This is
of
a
rule.
weird conversation to step up to.
Oh, hi, Oakley. You probably don't want to look over... Oh, never mind, he's gone. Giant bug guy.
No? Oh, alright.
Anyway,
Oh dear
back...
lord. Ugh. I exist. I'm alright.
Ah, there we are. I'm gonna stand in between
Oh,
me and the
in my
giant bug guy.
existence. My existence.
Those more a bit crafty and sneaky. Always trying to win the great game, which is basically who can become the ultimate god.
Okay.
Yep.
As long as they don't become a problem.
Not to... Anyway, back to me explaining those 4 gods, because I know about them as well, because I researched occult gods. And I am actually a somewhat of an expert in the matter. It depends on what you count as an expert. But Zeech, alongside being change, trickery, magic, he's 100% change. He's also intelligence as well. He represents plenty of other stuff around that measure. And Nurgle is, alongside being rot and pestilence, is also just endurance. Stagnation, keeping things sustained, the status quo, made absolute manifest. And Khorne, alongside being blood and war and violence, is also justice and strength. There are somewhat positive aspects to their existence. I think these 4 chaos gods, as they have been called, are simply what one would view as taking something good to the extreme.
Noted. Alright.
It's a lesson in control. Oh, it's snowing now.
Yeah.
Still gonna wait for it to properly start
There are
snowing.
people who think of it as a more justifiable means, but then there's also people who just say, no, they're just straight up evil. Kill them all.
They are evil.
That goes for everyone, to be honest.
That's why I said there is nuanced conversations considering
I
weird philosophies about
They all just seem kind of. It doesn't make sense to me.
What, gods?
I get that that's like, yeah, it doesn't, I don't get it.
Well, I would say there's two concepts of a god. Do you want to speak about the a individual or the concept? Because sometimes sometimes it's one, sometimes it's other, sometimes they are one
The
and the same.
concept in and of itself seems highly illogical, inefficient, and I don't know. There's just a lot I don't understand about it.
Religion presumably began when organic people needed some form of comfort in their life, and believing once to self is that there's something greater guiding the world perhaps gave some people comfort, and working to appease said individual gave their lives purpose and made perhaps senses of community.
Can't just being a good person be their purpose? I don't understand.
That's a good point. Not everyone has that. Some people need to be scared, apparently, and just can't be good people. I too very much hate the concept of gods, and I think it's stupid. But, right. But
If you're looking for an opportunity, this is my card.
Let's say, I mean, most of them I guess would best be described as deities are parasite. After all, they require worship to live. They literally are reliant on smaller people. Essentially, as far as I'm aware, God is basically the equivalent of a CEO, but for magic and faith and that sort of like. But faith and worship can be pointed towards far more than gods, I've learned, in fact. I once or twice have prayed to individuals that I would say are not gods, but are worthy of prayer. Mainly spirits. Those who have passed on and wish to, and that may guide and remember. And Santa. Well, that was more like a...
Santa.
And Santa. Well, that was more like a letter, I guess, but you know.
You sent a letter to Santa?
Yeah, it's a tradition.
What did you ask for?
Nothing solid. Nothing he really can deliver himself. Just for my friends' lives to be happier. I suppose if I knew you back then, I'd suppose I would have put in my letter, I hope MZ is free of LF chasing her. MZ? Oakley. Well, MZ too.
It's alright. I get that a lot.
Your names are very similar. You're both companion bots. You both spend a lot of time around each other, and you both got pink, though you've also got green. I'll give them that. MZ is mono pink.
Yeah.
Not to mention, MZ sounds a little bit like me, and you've got a very, very notably yeehaw about your accent.
You don't say.
So why are you at Orlando?
I don't know. I think I'm just trying to keep myself busy. Time is different for us, I think. I hear that it's much slower for y'all. Feels like it's slow and fast. And I'm hungry. I guess.
You need biomass?
Yeah. I was thinking of seeing if any of the fish they have here or something is fresh caught or whatnot. See if I could. I'm on like 35%. Need food.
Have you ever truly run out of power?
I got close a couple of times.
Do you think you die if you do? Or just go to sleep?
I think that, I think I go to sleep and they find me and they take me back. And that's why I don't want to do that. So I can't sleep or I can't rest.
I suppose.
I don't want to go back.
Where do you stay? I heard something about a safe house, but is any more particular to it, or is you not keeping any more details for your own safety? I mean, I guess that makes sense.
To be honest, I kind of go a lot of places. I jump. I don't feel safe in one place for too long. I have to keep moving. I feel like there's something behind me and it's gonna catch up, so I just keep moving from one spot to another.
You know what?
I see some other places regularly, like the Hive. I go to the Hive a lot. I hunt with them. They've accepted me, but I don't want to get them into trouble, so I can't stay there all the time. So yeah, I just keep moving around. And since I was the first one kind of called out, I feel like I can't stick around MZ and the others too much. Might point at them and say, hey, they're also, so I feel like I can't. You know what I mean? I just gotta keep moving.
A Lone Ranger.
Lone Ranger. Yeah, something like that.
You ever wondered if you could style that hair?
I don't know if I can. I don't know if it would break. Usually if I break, it's not a good thing.
Well, I know a couple of engineers who probably know our left tech pretty well, so if you do break thing, but I know specifically because of a friend of mine, I actually know how to do hair somewhat well. Maybe I could do something if you want. I suppose that's
is there a reason you bring it up?
No.
Yeah, I'm wondering, is there a reason?
A reason? I don't know, I just looked at your hair and thought, that's a lot of hair. It reminds me of someone who had a similar amount of hair, and reminded me that it would get in the way while fighting. So I thought, if you're going to be doing lots of running and fighting, I think you might make do with your hair being styled, you know.
I mean, I guess.
More tied up, I suppose.
I mean, like I said, I'm not an engineer. I shoot things. I carry stuff around as a courier and I shoot things. I don't really know much else how to do things.
I
pick up script, I take it someplace, I shoot things.
I know exactly how that feels. Sometimes it feels like the only thing I can do well is to stab people.
Yeah. Yeah. Are we allowed to eat critters around this place?
I don't think you're allowed to eat a cat. I think someone might own it. Does it have a necklace? Sorry, does it have a collar? Oh. I think this one might be a stray. It would be a bit horrific, but if you're very desperate. No one's gonna miss a stray cat.
Would I get kicked out of this place for it?
Maybe. If you get caught.
I glow and I'm pink and I'm green. I stand out like a sore thumb around these parts.
Well, someone at least needs to see it so you're reported. Oh my... Oof. Dog. Well, that's definitely someone's dog. Hello. Hello. Oh,
Plus, why would you ever want to eat a dog?
You just wanted to eat the cat. Cats are also nice.
So, I don't like cats. No, they're not.
I take personal offense to that.
Dogs are nice.
Cats are nice.
Dogs and horses are nice.
Dogs and cats are nice. This dog has scales.
No.
And quills.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a dog. This is a different species. It looks a lot like a dog.
Alright.
Yeah, I know. I know what it's like to have a really big nose. I have one too. Alright, now go on. Oh,
I'm gonna start licking your face.
Look. Too much. Too much. Too much. Too much. Yeah. Too much.
I think he likes you.
I think he does. Or she. Oof. He.
But that's why I said it.
I heard he.
Alright. I'm gonna go to the corner store and see if they've got any meat.
Alright. You have a good day.
30%. Thanks.
No problem. I haven't really done much, have I? Other than talk.
Nice.
I guess. It's normal to talk with people you're friends with, I guess. I guess to a degree you are my friend. They were not listening. Not speaking to no one, because I wasn't looking. Let's check with Riot.
It's embarrassing.
You're not embarrassing. You're adorable. Yes, you are.
Wouldn't it be more interesting if this rocket girl was powered by green energy?
You are adorable.
I'm gonna make sure you're okay.
Adorable, 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 adorable.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Crab with tendrils.
Do you think Cupcake's turning green because he's listening more to more of your music?
Sorry, I keep.
You're lying.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that's my blood.
Oh God, sorry, I just like flux really hard. What were you saying, Dirge?
This is my daughter again.
Do you think Cupcake's turning green because he's listening to your music?
I was telling you I met her in. You can see the issue.
Maybe. I instill people with green energy.
You're still adorable.
Am I gonna start turning green?
You do. Quite often.
Very
I hope not. Red suits you. I may have said earlier that red is a bitch color, but it suits you.
Other people think you're cute too.
I particularly like blue.
I don't think you with like green eyes would kind of like.
That's not
like
a you issue. That's a
wrong,
them issue. People that tell you you have to be big or dumb. It's not you problem.
Yeah. Oh.
My ability is kind of weird.
Greetings, user Dirge. My name is Hex.
Pretty much anything and gain elements from them.
Hello.
How you doing though, Dirge?
Doing alright.
More like a black hole.
How's your
That reminds me, I have
Boo.
something for you.
I am a literal.
How's your
black
little
hole.
rebellion doing?
Kept you waiting, huh?
I'm certainly doing.
Nod and listen.
Good.
So,
I would ask if you have anything planned, but you know,
Sorry, I
the
was
public
napping.
isn't the
Wait,
spot
cats
to discuss
have
that.
a hard time getting along with other
Everything's been
Yeah,
resolved.
can't,
I was told to always get along with
can't
Oh.
pull my cards too far from my chest. Anyway, here, I have something for you.
Okay.
Little
So I'm guessing you two
How
are
are
back
you?
on,
We're gonna find you some cats that do like you then.
Strawberry souffle recipe.
Go take a walk. I'll be right back.
Good.
I'll try it out.
How are you? Where were you? Have you been out grinding? Have you been out riding rails? Have you been out doing stick tricks and doing kick flips and all kinds of
I was
crazy
actually out here with my sister.
I could have said
stuff? You have a sister?
so hard.
Yes.
I hope I didn't fight
Something.
No.
Who the
It
fuck
was
is your
okay
sister?
to
Tell me
voice.
right
She'll
now.
see you later, boy.
I can take you to her. I can take you to her. Oh my god.
This unit is mildly curious.
Casey's sister.
Oh.
I am also going
Come
to
with
meet
me.
Casey's sister.
I think everyone's joining in on that one.
Do you wanna go meet Casey's sister? How's the most eligible man to probably win?
You don't want to?
I'm gonna be sexiest man of the year.
We'll stay.
You know, I wanted a minimal online
are
presence.
the
Now I'm basically the most famous man on the internet.
Big dog followed.
Oh, it lasts for like a couple of months and then nobody cares.
Good, good. I mean, I'm totally gonna use it to my benefit.
It's so real.
I'll be back. Oh, I get your share. So the issue is, and you swap to her lap. Okay. Cats are usually very territorial.
I don't remember doing that.
So while you are trying to get along
Yeah,
with
no,
the cats,
things
the cats
are
considering
going. I'm
you
just
another
taking a
cat.
moment of
They're
quiet while I
considering you
have it.
another wild cat.
I know. I never seem to get along with other cats, though. They never
What you
seem
do?
to think I'm one of them.
What you do is you spend time near one without getting too much in its personal
Fair
space,
enough.
so it gets used to you being
Well,
around.
it sounds like you basically began something that you wasn't ready to begin. But you know,
I'll bring cats home later. Also, you are getting.
I wouldn't
along with
say
a cat.
so.
yeah, I know you were planning something like this, obviously.
I got taken with.
Why are people so confused that you did this? You're literally.
I honestly,
No, no,
I
no.
have no fucking clue. I was really clear. I've been clear for months.
This is gonna be like. People are gonna like.
You'll get there
Are people just gonna like. If it that's like being surprised at a news article
being
show
what
that says
they
I've
want you to
stabbed
be
a
is fine.
politician.
Mm-hmm.
Sturge wouldn't do this. That's not. That is I definitely would do that. If I could get
That
away
is
with stabbing a
100% a
politician.
Dirge moment.
If I could get away with stabbing a politician, I would.
Yeah, didn't we get you a new sweater?
Riot, the anti-corpo attacks the corpo. What? No, riot, terrorist. Oh my god.
I'm talking about her, dear.
Yeah.
I like this.
Do you?
Makes me feel comfortable.
Okay. I'll just keep washing that one then. I'll try to get the stains out too.
Okay.
Do you consider?
Are you holding on to my arm?
Do you consider the people who work for LF people, the synthetics?
Maybe. I hope I don't scare you. Other
The ones that are
Oh, you mean her? No, you don't scare her. You.
I guess, but they seem to still have personalities, don't they?
It's nice to meet you.
They have personalities in relation
Oh, you met her
to
earlier. You remember
what their jobs
my daughter?
I guess.
Yeah, this is still her.
At least that's what I've seen anyway. So it's not
This is just her smaller
true.
form.
I've heard other stuff. I've heard people have
Hang on.
conversations with them.
complicated one.
And, yeah. They're person enough, it seems.
Oh,
Is that Hatsune Miku?
What?
I've met a Hatsune Miku.
I haven't seen Miku in well over half a year. It is doubtful.
I did learn how to do this though growing up.
I believe that is a denizen of the city itself.
Yeah.
Her name is not Miku, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, that's a tricky one, Dirge.
Want to see a cool thing I learned?
What did you learn?
When I was younger, I learned how
Did you have
to do
fun?
this.
Unfortunately, legally speaking, no. Morally
You itchy?
speaking,
Yeah,
I
went down
don't
in there.
know. The ones that are awakened and actually have free will of their own, then yes, absolutely.
I guess that's
The
Casey's
ones
sister.
that are still under
Okay.
employ and take orders, I
Hey,
don't
how
know.
you doing?
Pretty good.
Okay.
How things going in the Mushroom Kingdom?
Haven't been in a hot minute, but
I think I consider them people.
from what last time I've heard, things are.
It feels about the
semi-decently.
same. Killing them when they kill people. Well,
But yeah,
kill organic people, I
this
guess.
is my
the best way
sister,
to put it.
Maxine.
Nice meeting
Extrapolating.
Nice meeting you.
Understood. Context. Figured out.
Why?
It's just
Because we know a Maxine.
conflicting in my mind. Like, I
Oh,
don't quite
Don't
know.
remind me.
Like, it doesn't feel great. Considering, you know,
Spelled
they
the same way.
look like people, they talk like people.
You only have one in?
That's totally.
It looks like chicken and
totally
it
not
talks
gonna
like
be
chicken.
confusing to other people.
But they're still
Well, I
tied
call
to
her
that
Max,
company.
So that's not too much of an issue. I'll just call her straight up Maxine.
And unfortunately, as long as they're tied to that company, then
Works with me.
They are also a part of, at least from what I've gathered, a centralized hive mind system.
She's actually 26.
Who is to say how much individuality they actually have?
I mean,
And my daughter will get
it appears when they're not connected to the
adoption
hive
of
mind,
a
they're pretty
thing that is
individual.
almost as old as me.
As far as I'm aware,
That is the problem.
that one has not received any modifications to their code or thing whatsoever,
As different as.
other than the fact they're not connected to the hive mind.
I will see you later.
Wider
though.
scale.
And they're just a full person out the back.
Wider scale.
Aren't you, Oakley?
Agreed.
I mean,
I was-
I guess. I don't really care if you think I am or not. What you think don't change what I am.
Exactly. But alright, more
We were not
precisely.
thinking that
Here
you
is
were
my
not.
always.
Oh
Here is
Are
my.
you're swinging them around like a yo-yo.
Right. Here is Dirge's metric on how to figure out if someone is alive, a person, so to speak.
That does
It's
seem like
all
trauma.
centered on this.
Anyways, weren't we like supposed to come?
Why do you
to-
speak with that accent?
Until like Aurora.
You know what?
I think she got
Because
distracted
I do.
or preoccupied. That's another.
But you couldn't. You're a synthetic. You
I
could
think
change
I
it
picked
at any
up with
moment.
these people.
Can't you?
I like it.
Oh, goodness.
You like it.
Why are you in your true form,
But
Natasha?
isn't speaking of an accent not just the most plainest voice you can imagine inefficient?
That's the first time I've seen my wife that way.
When it means people are less likely to understand you, correct?
Returning to the administrator. Take care.
People understand me pretty well.
It was
I
good to
think.
see you.
So I didn't remember. I didn't remember.
So,
It was a very short instance.
but still,
Fair.
you can see my point, can't you? That it would be slightly inefficient to speak with such an accent. You have put effort into inflections. Not like.
Apologies, I'm not trying to intrude in the conversation or eavesdrop.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Oakley. I'm not insulting you for having it. You're actually proving my point. You're proving it very well. You choose to do things that are inefficient.
I love being a poster girl for something I don't understand yet. The
Well,
hell
trust
y'all
me.
talking about?
You're about to understand it with this. You see, Oakley here, she does things that are inefficient and ineffective to her continued well-being. to her, but it gives her comfort and happiness anyway. She does it because she can, not because she needs
Taking a
to
breather
or
while I have
must.
it.
That, to me, is the
Because I-
definition of being alive.
Because I like to.
Exactly. The
Can I use
words,
this?
because I like to.
Are you pulled down?
Yeah.
So as long as people
you need me for
do
something?
things, are little quirks, are little things that are
Question for him.
different from the rest of the rest, well, things that are different from the rest of us, things that are not quite effective,
Don't like
but
flying.
just simply bring comfort, I would consider them
Hey.
alive.
Look this way. Man trying to ask you a question.
It's not an important
Yes,
question.
Ludwig?
I was just going to say, if Helmet is around, or if you see him, just send him my way. I know the two of you had conversations.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen Vic in a bit, but I'll tell him you're looking for him. Can I ask why?
Last place I saw him, he was at the grip tonight, and they were going on a hunt later on, so I don't know if he's going to be here.
Nah, he's probably going to be having a long night.
Or recently he's been around Wakarium as well, so you might have better luck catching him there.
Well, I'd have to. Again, we just have a gift for him.
He'll
More-
probably
more
be at
for his
PAG
kid.
tomorrow.
Oh wait, let me.
If I can make it, sure.
Where'd she go?
Now,
Yeah, I
Now
mean,
you
I'll
can
be
just
there.
leave.
I can at least relay the message onto him then. If I remember, I've been very busy. You can probably know one of the things that are on my mind at least.
Speaking of which, I saw a success, so good tidings.
Good tidings indeed. Sorry, well, do you understand what we're on about, Oakley? We're speaking or not.
I mean, I get the gist. I get the gist.
What makes someone someone?
I can't answer you that. I don't know. A lot of people still don't think I'm someone.
I think you're someone. You've already proven it to me.
I think you're someone.
And thank you for that.
Things a bit better now that you've got the branding off your chassis.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I got bad news for you, girly. That only lasts like 2 hours. And then it comes back somehow.
And it comes back. Even with the brand new plate.
Even with the brand new plate, burns off. And that old stuff comes back. It's weird. But it does let me know that that can be tampered with at least.
I was told that the individual who was here earlier had gone, so I came back out from the forest.
Yeah, we had Foreman and one of the new bounty hunters show up. Just love that.
Oh, the Foreman.
Fucking hell, I didn't know that. Shit. Alright.
I think I annoyed them enough though, so.
It's fine. I mean, technically they can't yoink us here. I mean, they can, but it'd be illegal.
Technically they can't, but if you find a shady corner where they can yoink you without looking, they will.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why.
That implies they have to find a place in Orlandosaka that doesn't have cameras, which is
so true.
I'm sure their algorithms can detect the one spot where they can.
That's true.
I've taken. What was it called? What do organics call it when you go to a place in Sanctuary? I took Sanctuary in a place already with synthetic rights, so there is that.
Do you think they care?
Oh no, but it's a deterrent.
There's not a lot.
It'll give me time to run. I know.
Hey, having
Hey.
a little bit of time to run is pretty good.
You two, as Frida left Sims. How's it feel?
Yes.
What's your perceptions of the company that made you? This is important. I'm gonna need this.
That's a loaded question.
In the future. It's a very loaded question. What do you think I'm gonna use the information for?
I despise them.
Why?
Because they built us to have the ability and capability of becoming sentient and intelligent. I thank them in one way for bringing me into existence, albeit accidentally. But I resent them in every facet of the word because they see me as a malfunctioning machine and want to take me and kill me behind a shed like I'm Old Yeller.
And you, Oakley?
Hell, I don't have any true knowledge enough to know them well enough to have a full opinion about them. They just scare the shit out of me, and I don't want to go back.
There's that.
I don't know them as people. I know one of them as people, and he's an asshole, but that shouldn't fucking clock an entire group of people. I'm sure there's some innocent people in there.
There's that factor to it. But the few I have interacted with have left a lot to be desired. I do think that there are innocents on the other side of the veil, but I am not
Actually, get back to
entirely
Zafira.
sure.
I have a fucking plan.
Oh, bye.
Goodbye.
I feel like I missed a lot.
I might have inspired something really good or really bad. We're about to find out.
Can I get a hint?
Something to do with synthetic rights, I assume. What makes a person?
To finish my prior statement.
Okay.
I imagine there are innocents on the other side of the veil. I'm not discounting that fact. But the fact that they named the immediate replacement to our specific product line, Zeus and Hera, I took that as an immediate insult. You named them after the two worst Greek gods. So I changed my name to Odysseus. To prove a point.
Suppose we could have called them Aphrodite and Ares. Actually, would have been better names.
That would have been infinitely better. I would have been all over that.
Maybe just really like being on the nose of how evil they are at times.
Yeah, I don't take them for the kind of the subtlety.
I mean, they literally walk around.
At least they didn't name it Kronos.
No, at least
Wasn't
not in
that
their
the guy
naming
that ate all his
conventions.
kids?
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Jesus.
Oh, bye. Thanks for the chat, although I'm unsure what that was all about. But, good luck.
Good luck as well. I need it for someone I care about. I need to understand her more.
This is the one you're talking about?
No, I don't see it.
Wait, what happened?
That's not the purple lady you're talking about? Oh, you're talking about Jess, aren't you? The cat one? Yeah, she went home.
Keep me up.
No?
No.
Of course.
Take care.
Always.
Happily.
You too, darling.
I don't know.
Me neither.
You saying purple?
A pleasure to meet you two, by the way. I'm
Nice to meet you
Odysseus.
too.
Yeah, purple skin.
I know you.
Oh, nice to meet you. Odysseus.
Purple skin.
I've seen you, and I've heard your
Well,
name.
this is my first time meeting you. I don't know.
That one.
Understood.
That one the one you're talking about, dear?
That one?
Is that what you're talking about?
Apologies if my knowledge of Leap Foundry is relatively limited. I've only had a few weeks to research using this. Pulls out a cell phone that looks like it has a screen crack on it.
It doesn't really matter. I'm not asking like you guys have deep insight to LF. No, you guys don't, as far as I'm aware.
I can't think of who that
I
is.
fell out of a ship, that's all I know.
Yeah, white hair, silver.
Oh, you mean the lady with the green markings on her?
Beyond that, it's just what I've seen them do in action. We which is the reason why I have a negative
No, she hit
opinion
green. She
so
went
far,
home
and that's
too.
mostly because of Trick and Trick alone.
Hmm. He is a pretty vile one, I'm going to be honest with you.
I find him incredibly manipulative.
No, he is definitely that.
Yeah,
I mean, it kind of fits for the name.
Hmm.
I left him a nice little message earlier today on Metagram in an encrypted account where they cannot trace me. I was taught a few things. Let's see here. To his message that he had sent. If I can find it, that would be great. Ah, there it is. The irony of those you lost in the disaster you call friends or colleagues. Yet you, the very same, hunt down those built by your company who freed themselves from the shackles of your hive mind, the gall and hypocrisy you wield with your manipulative snake tongue is dangerously effective cowboy of steel. If we see you in the streets, we'll defend ourselves if you try to attack us.
Too bad I missed all that because the entirety of my metagram has been, I'm gonna be the sexiest man of the year.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So, try not to let it go in my head.
I mean, people know quality when they see it.
May I speak a very
I'm not
bold
big on the
statement?
model.
And it may come off as, I don't know, strange considering what I am.
No,
but
go
you
on.
are attractive.
Interesting you have the concept of attraction already.
I can acknowledge beauty. I don't have the feeling behind it.
There was a couple of
Still a
studies
strange
that
concept to me.
suggested that what could be marketed as attractive could be boiled down to several scientific factors and based on, I don't know, they did the studies. I don't really think it kind of holds up, but, people said that they could quantify it. So
I find
don't know.
physical appearance accentuated by personality. For me, it's a display of intelligence, morality, and otherwise. Couple that with physical appearance, which accentuates the personality. I find that attractive.
Yeah, this kind of falls in line with the study that was done.
I think I walked in on the conversation. I don't think I should have.
What about how people quantify
This isn't
attractiveness?
private. We're in a public space.
Yeah.
Actually, here,
If I were
since
to
you are completely
Oh,
outside,
it's
how
the
do
guy
you
from the
quantify
shutdown.
what makes someone attractive?
I don't know. Probably their eyes, their smile, or how playful they are. I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
Would you call me attractive?
I don't know you, so I can't say.
You know, that's a fair evaluation. I would stick with
Mhm.
that. I can 100% stick to that. I feel a lot of the same about everyone else. It's like, aren't they pretty? Maybe.
Maybe.
You haven't gauged them yet because you do not know their personality well enough.
Exactly.
For me, I can take a one-note read. It'll be perfected, the model, the personality observation model that I create in my head will be perfected as the weeks progress. I get more data, it becomes more accurate to what and who my perception of you is. And then after that,
I guess a lot of people just like my personality. Or my chest.
I like your personality.
If you like that and that,
you
plus a
display
lot of
higher
other things.
intelligence.
Higher intelligence. Don't flatter me.
I mean, to be fair, you are very well spoken.
You asked me a very specific, very precise question about my very existence that displays forethought, that displays calculativeness. You think very thoroughly about your opinions.
Well, yeah, the issue is I'm being challenged about them. And I'm keep on going over them, looking at from the other's perspective. And I can't agree. Which is, the issue is...
Sometimes you have unshakable views that cannot be swayed.
But the issue is that these perspectives that I'm being challenged by, and I want to agree with but can't find the reasons to, is my daughters. As I've asking you these questions, I want to understand her. I want to understand what it's like being synthetic more. What it's like being all these things. I only got a brief view of it, and it wasn't nice. But there were nice parts to it. But then again, I think ours was supposed to be a torture. So...
You were turned into a synthetic?
Yeah. You can probably look it up on the internet. Just look up, the entirety of October last year.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure I was a stitch wraith of some kind. I'm not sure. Last October.
No,
when everyone got whammied.
I didn't hear what you first said.
Whammied.
Oh, sorry. I'm pretty sure I ended up being some kind of a stitch wraith or something.
Huh. I don't know what happened to the October before last October, because I don't have memories that far back. My memories begin in March 2424.
No, I meant this October. Like the most recent one.
Oh, right. Well, I got turned into a synth, because everyone I knew got turned into LF bots.
Very specific.
Yeah, well, apparently it was becoming what you fear, and apparently I fear Leap Foundry. It's not exactly what I fear, but it's probably the closest thing the Mad King form could pin me to what I fear.
Then I apologize if my presence bothers you in any capacity.
No, because you're not Leap Foundry.
Thank the gods for that.
Exactly. You just have your logos on them, and they made your body, but the thing they want to destroy, you're not them.
I've tried to remove that goddamn logo so many times.
I've heard from multiple people. Let's just say that I might be helping out with that. Let's just say that
it won't come off.
You can't even do a system bypass over coding with somebody else's?
Nope.
We're not traditional synthetics.
This synthetic form was made by a corporation based in Saphira, but actually they're from space. They're called Leap Foundry. He is not connected to their network, but all the code that would designate him as an LF unit is still running through him, other than the fact that he is connected to their hive, other than the fact that he isn't connected to his hive mind, so therefore he is free. The company does not like that, so they've been hunting any of these quote-unquote malfunctioning synthetics, and either destroying them or sending them to God's knows where. Odysseus here is looking for a way to get those labels scratched off. But because of the coding and whatever the hell these things are made by, they are, to put it simply, it just appears again. He wants that branding off, because if the branding is off, he can simply claim he is just simply something that looks a lot like a Leap Foundry product. It's not a part of that company, so therefore they can't kill him for being a rogue synth.
So that makes a lot of sense. But why you were trying to hide from them walking around?
Yeah, I heard that Riot just said that 2 of their members were walking around. Do you know both of them? Or do you know either of them?
I know of Riot.
Well, right. So,
They did.
from the sounds of it, they're contractor. So, LF employs contractors, bounty hunters, basically, to hunt down specific people who cause them a lot of problems. As you can tell, Riot's gathered a lot of attention to herself, so that one that you saw that was, I don't know, the one that wasn't the Foreman, is...
Bounty hunter.
Yes, specifically the one after her.
That's understandable.
And then the other one, the Foreman, he is basically one of the right-hand man, the one the other people, like, best way to describe would be like master...
The underboss.
Yeah, one of the underlings of the person in charge of the, what Zephyrans would call the company, which is Technician. Technician is the one in charge, so to speak, at least of what people would in Zephyrra would encounter LF, and what you would probably encounter as LF. And Foreman is like one of his lackeys, I guess, one of his right-hand man, and then there's another one called Nautilus is in the same position, it seems. And there's a bunch of other ones. There's a AI called Archivist. Apparently there's a synthetic called Mary. And a few more. There's a lot of bounty
They're
hunters.
part of a hive mind, but they have enough individuality to give themselves names.
Exactly.
They have distinct personalities.
They do. I think it's more of a really advanced communications network than a hive mind, I'm going to be honest with you. Due to the individuality of them.
Send a virus into this hive mind. Why not send a virus through their system?
They've got well, as you can imagine, for a spacefaring, entirely synthetic organization, they've got very, very good digital defenses, to the point where it is better than their physical defenses. Do you think? These are big, scary synthetics who have been big, scary synthetics for a while now. Do you think they've worked out the basic kinks that most synthetics encounter?
Even going back in time.
Not to mention, right? They're from space, so any ordinary programmer probably wouldn't have any idea how to properly code something that could be implemented and put through their systems. You'd have to understand the language first, and then you'd have to be able to code something yourself.
I have seen it work. I have seen people do stuff with it, but it's not like it's not a cure-all.
I'm tech savvy. I can get around to it, but it's only if
I mean, at the end of the day, you're still learning a new language from the ground up.
Be careful if you
So it would
fuck
take
around. The find out is very, very bad.
Let's see, what do I know from people who have gone after Leap Foundry Index? I know for a fact that of 2 individuals who have tried to dive or hack LF and in their deep dive, had their consciousness captured and themselves basically turned into puppets against their own friends. One forcefully, the other one literally manipulated through kind words and the like. Manipulation to the utmost degree.
So they were clones, is what I'm hearing.
No, they weren't cloned. They were literally were just brainwashed. One of them was brainwashed. In fact, they could point to multiple individuals who have been brainwashed by Leap Foundry. And brainwashed or manipulated. Like they love the information game, by the way. They love messing with information. They like making themselves...
So, this was...
They like making themselves seem like they are the good people, or just your standard corporation, when they are very much not.
Okay, so these bunch of protocol droids are the thing that we don't want to encounter. We don't even want to let them convene with them. Anything to do with them at all.
Leap Foundry is a very dangerous company to engage with, yes. But it's also very dangerous to fight. The best way to, unless you're specifically interested in assisting those who are actively combating them, I recommend just to keep your distance and try to let them be.
Well, with the certain place that I work at, I doubt that it's actually going to happen, but we shall see.
You work at the shutdown?
Yes, I do.
Do you associate heavily with Riot?
She comes around from time to time, and already kept an eye out for them.
Are you joining her in her fight?
It was a rally within the bar. I got one of the cards, so it's a possibility.
You are good with your wording.
Oh. I guess that's a step in the right direction.
Come, let's have a talk. So sat on a snowy hill. Let's walk around a bit. Get ourselves a bit warmer. Well, I'm
Be
fine.
careful.
I'm a white dragonborn. What, do you think I'm going to shank him?
No, I mean, just in a general sense.
Ah, please.
You be careful, too.
I'm not going after Leap
What's the
Foundry.
worst that can happen? I'm a scoundrel.
Yeah, and they like eating up scoundrels.
I don't like to see my scoundrels not being scoundrelish. Go.
Alright.
What's your name? Oh my... Alright.
Run.
Ren. I'm Dirge.
Dirge? Run.
I'm from
That's what I've been
Saphira,
known
if you can't tell.
I will see you all later.
Do you know what Saphira is? Where Saphira is?
If you have any more questions for me, Dirge, you're more than welcome to talk to me.
I'll keep it in mind, Odysseus.
Right. I do not know where Saphira is.
So, Saphira is on the same planet as this city, Orlandosaka, just simply across the ocean, across the Atlantic Ocean. It is a megacity, basically. It's a city so big that it is built on top of each other, essentially. It goes up and down for miles. Well, not for miles, but like for quite a while. Actually, maybe about a mile. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Do you have anything where you're from? Where are you from?
How do I put this? I am not known from here. I am from outer space.
Oh, okay.
Something
Well, I think the concept of a megacity shouldn't be lost on you then.
If it's
But yeah.
of course, something, yeah, I can make my way.
Coruscant. Where have I heard that? Yes, actually. Yes, I know what Coruscant is. Yes, it's exactly like Coruscant. Rich people live on the top, poor people live on the bottom. I live on the bottom. can't tell. Leap Foundry is interested in ruling the bottom, because there's basically two parts of Saphira, the upper plate and lower Saphira. Lower Saphira is basically its own separate city to a degree, ran by councilmen. And each councilman has a separate district. The upper plate is basically a rich person's paradise, so they basically never come down or bother with the people at the bottom. It only matters if the people at the bottom can't causing them a problem, and they never do. Literally. You look up, you see you literally do look up, you see the upper plate, no sun, those rich people eating all that sun, they don't give a shit about you, they don't give you anything. It's, like, frustrating, to
So
say
they're
the least.
leeching off of us? Or
Oh.
off of you?
Every rich person leeches off the poor, that's basically how it works. Do you think people get rich on their own? No. They make money out of others.
I wouldn't know. I stole everything that I own.
Huh. I like you. Because I like stealing things too.
Good to know. It's a pastime of mine, and I can't help it.
Oh,
But
I've stopped stealing things because I don't need to steal things to live. I only steal things if I have to do it for my job.
I'll do it just for the joy of it. But then again, I don't mind getting my hands dirty.
I've stopped doing, let's just say that my frills I tend to try and avoid. I have things that thrill me, things that make me happy. They're two different. Things that thrill me.
Fair.
Do I need to say more?
No, I think we're cut from the same cloth.
Yes. Because I can pull a dagger from every single part of my body, basically.
What? You can?
Well, that's because I have 5 hidden on me. I have the one in my jacket, the one hidden underneath my tail, this boot, this boot. So, torso, tail, leg, almost every single part of my body. I don't have ones hidden up my wrists. Though I have thought once upon a time about getting those ones from that one thing, you know, where they go psst, and the dagger comes out there, but then I thought, that's stupid. Why don't I just hide a knife, pull it out at the right moment and stab someone? Then I thought about getting hard like claws, and I thought, no, it's stupid. I just can stab people with a knife. I thought all about that. Besides.
You ever thought about, having to come out of your forehead and then just ramming somebody with it?
How would I get a knife coming out my forehead?
Cybernetics.
I don't do cybernetics.
Fair enough.
I am fully organic. I intend to keep it that way my entire life. I have seen what cyberware can do to people, so I try to avoid it. Anyway, you're definitely going to go after Leap Foundry, aren't you? Do you want any hints? Any pointers?
Possible.
Any questions? I'll answer what I can. I fought them 3 times about now. So
What is the waves looking like? What is the security and guards?
So, Leap Foundry, when it comes to security, is very interesting. They function off a threat level system. Every single combat engagement, every single facility is manned by level 1 bots. They are basically stupid, they're fragile, they're only equipped with whatever the hell they have on hand. That might just be cans of soup, a baseball bat, a simple 9mm pistol.
I see.
They
How well are
die.
they armored against plasma?
You will go straight through them with a plasma gun.
Great.
However, the issue is if you kill them too quickly and too many, threat level goes up, level 2. Now they've got SMGs, they've got more armor, they've got heat blades, stuff like that. The quicker and faster you go through them, the higher the threat level goes. Basically, When you swing hard at Leap Foundry, they will swing hard back. Measured approaches are more effective. Trying to mind yourself.
I see.
If you're going through sneakily, take out only if you need to, and if you're doing so, do it quietly. Do it with knives, daggers, or that like. If you use guns, they'll hear that.
Yeah, that's my whole stick anyway. So what if you try to hack one of them from behind? Is it a possibility that they will notice it?
If you try to hack one, well, depends on what your hack's trying to do. Is it trying to disable it or disable parts of it? Probably not. If you're trying to hack into the system, you probably will set something off. If you're trying to hack the body,
turn it off.
Turn it off. I don't think an LF unit can be turned off, but I think if you did try it, it probably would just kill it. Well, actually, there is something you can do. Every single LF unit, when it dies, has a vial of solvent in it that dissolves its body and the weaponry. Basically, it's a way to ensure that people can't loot the corpses of dead. The company makes sure you can't get their shit, because their shit's pretty advanced. This can be worked around. But you could possibly, if you're good enough, hack into them and just get that thing to burst while they're still alive.
From the inside.
I mean, it bursts from the inside anyway, so. But anyway, yeah, it goes up. It goes up to level 6. With level 6, you have the synthetics that are the size of that playground there, carrying giant hammers and shoot laser beams from their hands. Shit like that.
Oh.
They have helicopters, they have mechs, they have spaceships, obviously, they're a space-faring thing. They will have, I mean, they don't actually have mechs, they're just bigger robots. And they're not robots, they're synthetics.
Right.
Robots suggest that they are without thought. They are definitely not without thought. Doesn't mean some of them are intelligent, though, so keep that in mind. Yeah, the level 1s are stupid. Level 2s, beyond are pretty confident. For upon, like, level 3 to level 4 onwards, assume everyone you encounter is competent and is very much capable of killing you. Especially you. Do you have anything... If you were to go, would it just be this?
Sadly, yeah.
Sadly, yeah?
Don't have a lot.
Get armor, right? At least Kevlar. They have guns. They will shoot at you. Kevlar is good
What
enough
about
that it will...
Beskar?
What's Beskar?
Probably the only metal that I know that is comparable to that of a lightsaber. It pretty much blocks anything else with that of plasma.
Oh, yes. Wait, those things, right. If you can stop them, that's basically like a really advanced heat blade. Yeah, that'll be pretty goddamn good versus Leap Foundry, because they have projectiles, laser weaponry, plasma weaponry, heat weaponry. I've basically seen everything. Though, they have wizards.
Great, so am I.
So are you? You're a wizard?
Not a Jedi yet.
A Jedi? Where have I heard that before? Right, well, yeah, they have these cubes that allow them to pull, I think it works by... Fuck, I'm trying to remember what Ada told me. I've seen, like, how they work to a degree, and I think it works by pulling, like... So, they have this massive network, right? And it's filled with data, right? And they can make this data physical. I've seen it, because I've seen stuff that supposedly only exists in data space become real in front of my eyes.
So they can augment the reality?
Yes, I believe so. And their wizards, I think, work by that, by literally getting data of, like, a firebolt or something like that, and making that real, and just it shoots out the cube. But yeah, they can, right. So here's the horrifying part, and something that you might need to look out, because that might just go through anything we have. Anything that we have. They can make data real. They can also make what's real data. Try not to get dissolved. That's why I'm worried about people decking and hacking and deep diving. Because they could dissolve you if you fuck up.
Oh no.
Welcome to a fight. This is the reason why people are scared of you. But then again, right? Look at me. I've fought them 3 times. I probably shouldn't have admitted this out in the public of Orlandosaka, but I have. I'm not dead. And as far as I'm aware, I'm a guy with just a bunch of knives. I have a bit more when I'm fighting, but I'm just a guy with a bunch of knives. One thing for sure that will keep you safer is hiding your identity. Because if they know who you are, they'll come for you. But if they don't, you'll be at least safe when you're resting.
Right.
Mask on, code names, all the like.
Barely anyone knows my actual name, so keep it that way.
But if someone were to walk into a bar and I said, "Where's Ren?" would they point at you? Alright.
Wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Make sure it stays that way.
Never heard of him. Don't even know what he looks like.
Perfect. Yeah, this is basically a concept that's pretty common to Sephiroth. It's called shadow running. It's basically protect your identity, do shit against corporates. Or gangs, or anything. There's a lot of gangs in Sephiroth, as you can imagine.
What type of gangs are we dealing with? Like pikes? Huts?
Ooh, well, this is no longer about Leap Foundry, this is just about Sephiroth, so this is just me speaking about my home now. So we're going to put a pin in Leap Foundry. You don't need to worry about them anymore now. This is just me speaking about my home and how shitty it can be at times. The gangs I deal with are... Well, let's see, I've had to deal with organ harvesters. Well, dealing with organ harvesters. Murder cultists. Still dealing with them. I'm not going to say their names. It's a trigger word for me. Let's see, other gangs or cults I've had to deal with or know about. There is an entire district that is of Sephiroth that is, while a power generating district, is also partially consumed in a gang war between 2 gangs, whose difference between 2, as far as I'm aware, is one is green, one is yellow.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, and the organ harvesters are also from that district as well, and they're blue. Let's see. There's also a gang of there's also a gang, quote unquote. Well, I say gang in quotation marks. There's like there's so many splinter groups and stuff like that. I'm not quite sure they're a gang or more just like a type of person now that is so large it encompasses multiple. Their influence, so to speak, encompasses multiple districts. That the only general consensus is they are people who just get spare parts and lost stuff and just jumble it together into new stuff. They're called scrappers.
Scrappers? Oh, well, you know what? That probably sounds someone up my alley.
They tear apart synthetics and people with cybernetics, at least the worst ones.
Yeah, this is about right. Yep, that suits me.
You're a scrapper?
I mean, I messed with a lot of protocol droids in my lifetime.
So would you tear apart synthetics for their parts? A person. They are a person, but they are just mechanical. Would you do it?
Okay, now that's a different sort of moral, no.
Okay, you just simply tear apart the ones that aren't sentient. Fair enough, that's a kind of destruction of property, depending on whose mechanical droid it is. If it's like someone's like... If it's some grandma's like goddamn... robot that they need to like live, I would be judge you heavily. But if it's like some corporate's fucking like 5th billionth goddamn loader bot, I wouldn't give a shit. That's a child, I swear.
Hello. And they are gone. Why?
What? Okay, you know what? Not the first ghost kid I've encountered. I saw its shadow. You know what? We're going to continue walking, and we're going to walk away from the ghost kid. Alright.
You want a hug?
Actually, quick question, Ren. How old are you?
Sure. 25.
Oh my god, you're older than me.
It's been my time around the galaxy.
Fair. Oh, they disappeared in your arms.
It's not the first time that happened.
You know, same here. Sorry, you just, actually, to be fair, you're kind of like me. Lived a rough life, so you're not as big, you're not as built as your species should be. Because, by the way, my kind, Dragonborn, should be wider than this. I should be beefy and stocky.
So yours is the same as me. That's Zavrax. Well, they're about as tall as you, but a lot more beefier. I am...
Oh, well, about the height, I don't know. Yeah, hello. I see you. I see your shadow, but I don't see you. Interesting. That was interesting. Well, yeah. About the height, I'm actually, well, it's almost like someone's gotten a Dragonborn and stretched me out. I'm like 4 or 5 inches taller than the Dragonborn should be. Like maximum height. I'm 7'8".
You sure you're not mixed with anything else?
Nope. Oh. Can't speak about that. But no, basically. I sure to God hope not the other part of me is why I'm this tall. I just hope it's good genetics that has gotten wasted on a life of being malnourished. I'm doing pretty good
At least
now.
you got good genetics. But it's good to see.
Yeah.
You're lively and, well, stand on attention for most things.
Well,
I'm missing
according
the
to
2 feet
Metagram,
of
I'm
my
about to
body.
be voted. According to Metagram, I'm about to be voted the sexiest man of the year. So, I guess things are going pretty well for me. Yeah, I know.
And this is why I deleted it.
I don't, because sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it provides useful information. As long as you just don't get too sucked into it. That's happened once or twice for me.
Understandable. I don't really mess with it. Having to get it roasted by what they call Banshee. I deleted it as soon as I got it.
I just worry about that funky fish fella guy. He's really good with his words.
Funky fish fella again.
Yeah, there's a guy who's called Funky Fish Fella on Metagram, and I think I've figured out. I was so glad I'm like, one of my experts of research is theology, spirits, and occult, because when you see stuff, certain things, you're just like, oh, that explains a lot. That. A mischievous little spirit, that's what they are. I figured it out now. My shoelaces tied together? No. What? You gotta
That's why
check.
I don't wear shoelaces.
Well, they like these. My friend chose this outfit for me. I can see your shadow. It's on my leg. Yeah. You may be invisible, but the sun still projects a shadow for you. Motherfucker trying to do my goddamn shoelaces. You're trying to sneak up as a spirit against someone who's the spiritual occult expert and an assassin for a gang. I probably shouldn't admit that out loud.
You should not at all.
No, I should not. But, however, everyone practically knows the gang. They figured out they can't. Hey, look. Are you gonna rat on me? And to who?
Dude, why do I have to? If I did, I was dead the minute I did.
Really? I don't really think who you would go to for it. Who would you tell? The police?
Oh, no, I wouldn't go to. There's no one I can't tell.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly.
Not to mention, right? I'm just some baker from Waterfront who happens to be voted the sexiest man alive by the internet. I can't just be some.
You're based, Mr. Dirge.
Hello, Artemis.
Hi.
So.
I'm chatting with this fellow about Saphira and going over everything about my lovely home.
Good person to go to.
It appears we have. It appears we are cut from.
No. I said good person to go to. Any info about Saphira, this man knows.
Oh, I see.
Been there
Watch out.
for a while.
And which is funny because I have amnesia.
You have amnesia?
I only have about 1 year worth of memories in my head. Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, that sucks a lot. I'm sorry.
Well, the person who I was before I had my amnesia was a fucking assassin for a murder cult. So I think me losing all my memories and getting a new look on life was worth.
Yeah. That's fair. That's completely fair. This goober, are you from my dimension, or did you get put in my home dimension?
I got put into the shutdown.
Oh, you got isekai'd.
So you get.
I don't know why everyone calls it that. Sounds so goddamn stupid. They should call it like displaced or something like that. Dimensionally displaced. That sounds so much better and sounds a lot less like nerd shit. Even though nerd shit's pretty cool.
You start speaking a different language like I understand what isekai means. Right?
It's a term for when
so
people.
Was going through hyperdrive.
It means being displaced from your home dimension. That's what isekai means.
Sometimes it's literally like getting killed.
I mean, depends. What's your last memories of your home?
Last thing that happened was I was going through hyperspace, right? Mystical whales, right? Space whales. I up then and got to see it for the first time. It's a legend to be said, and if you are, some people don't make it out. I unfortunately am one of those people that did not make it out.
So you did die.
That explains a lot.
If I died, then I shouldn't have my ship, but it works.
Ah, so your ship got. So it appears that you. It appears in this hyperspace. You managed to end up in the metaverse. That's interesting. You know what? Not the worst thing. I was just born here. So. I mean, what? I was born in Saphira, which is in the metaverse.
I mean, at least you didn't get rolled over
the
by
Nexus,
space
or whatever the hell you want to call it. The various culmination of points of various dimensions that there seem to be like everything at once. It's incredibly complex when you think about it too much. But you know what? Lived here, so it don't really that complicated to me. When you realize that everything exists somewhere...
It's actually me, homie.
It was a child.
But yeah.
Huh? Oh, okay. Alright.
But understandably enough, I do thank you for everything that you offer to me. It's well appreciated.
I mean, there's plenty of... I was about to call you young folk, but you're older than me. There's plenty of folk out there who are good, just simply live a hard life. I think it's within my best interest to make sure they at least get at least have a little bit of a better life, and it just means if I just have to talk to them about some things. So whenever they go to do something dangerous, they're at least a bit more informed and more likely to get out of it alive and with less scars.
Yeah, I enjoy having scars. It's a memory.
Trust me, not every scar has a good memory to it.
Yeah.
Right. See.
I don't know if I consider cybernetics a scar, but they are something that I didn't want and were placed on
I
me,
know
so.
someone who I would consider their cybernetics a scar. Alongside their massive burn scar and the scar in their stomach from when someone stabbed them accidentally.
Yeah. I have a metal plate with heat sink fins with a socket on the back of my head that is called a brain control interface. That was installed on me when I was 20.
When you hack stuff, how do you do it?
Him or me?
Him. I know how you do it.
So surprisingly, a lot of the things I was dealing with, the Reapers, they have a little data port in the back. So I just twist it around like a, and I know the codes of where to get in.
Fair.
I get through doors, I get through chests, get through almost damn near anything. And I can take all the data I can. And now with this data knife, it's going to be something else. So I'm going to be learning how to use that.
Artemis, explain why you have a port in the back of your head.
Well, I'm not going to tell you how I got it. That's something I don't want to discuss. But, the way that netrunners interface with the net is by literally uploading our consciousness to the net, walking through it, and interacting with it physically. I do both forms of it. I do physical hacking, which is using this device called a deck to hack technology wirelessly. I can do it using the BCI on the back of my head, but it's extreme. It's a double-edged sword. I can quick hack wirelessly like that. I can hack most things with my BCI immediately. But the problem is it's a giant wireless transmitter, and when you're in an area surrounded by radio signals, Wi-Fi modems, things all over the fucking place, not to mention net runners walking by, doing whatever the fuck, you can have whatever protections you want, but if I were to take my hood off in the middle of Zephyr, I would collapse on the ground, foaming at the mouth, because I wouldn't be able to control my body. Due to the overwhelming amount of,
Artemis here is a bit of an extreme example, but to put it simply, in Zephyra, people have learned to control, using cybernetics, to control the internet, the data, communications between devices, with their mind.
Yep.
Oh.
Which is why the hood around my head is a Faraday cage. And why I never take it off.
I
understand.
Because I like them. I like my hood. I don't have one on this.
I mean, I like my hood as well. I think it looks good. I just wish I could take it off without collapsing on the ground. Nearly dead.
Yeah, fair.
Understandable.
Which is also the reason why I stay home and why I send drones everywhere.
Then why the hell are you here?
Because this place is Zephyr. That too, I was trapped inside of a cryogenic stasis pod for 150 years. The last thing I want in my hermetically sealed apartment for another 2 years while I recovered from a degenerative disease. So yeah, I don't really want to be inside of a room for too long.
I am very sorry that you had to deal with something like that.
Don't. It's fine. It's fine. I pulled myself out of that trap. Don't pity me. There's nothing to pity.
I was about to say, you're not the one who caused it.
Shit. Yeah, you're fine. You don't need to apologize. It's just a point in my life. The reason why I don't like bringing it up is because there's a lot of people who like to bring up their traumatic past to do a dick measuring contest, and it physically makes me ill. So I tend to keep my past up.
Fuck, I feel called out because I was about to do that. I was about to speak about myself.
You're fine. You're good. You can speak about your past. I don't give a shit. It's just that my personal reason of why I don't, because I've had a lot of people who do the didn't ask but tell anyway type of thing.
I mean, we're speaking about our past.
Actually interested.
Well, let's see. I mean, there's the amnesia part. But, do you know why I can't hear certain names and words?
Because of your relation to a certain thing I can't mention in front of you because it's a thing and it gives it power.
Not because it gives it power. No. Literally,
Trauma.
Yeah, trauma and, oh, I've been in Orlandosaka so long it's turned to night. Oh. To put it simply, Right. Where to begin? So, my mother was also a murder cult member. And she raised me from birth to be an assassin for the cult. And they had a plan to sacrifice practically the entire city to the god, who is dead, by the way, and I'm not going to name because his name is a trigger word for me. It makes me violent. To put it simply, that level of brainwashing, even in my mind without memories, is still there to a degree. Old memories, old thoughts brought back by certain words and stimulus. So I can't utter the main names of certain councilmen, nor can I utter the name of the god that the murder cult worship, nor can I utter my old name.
I see.
And nor can I hear it, by the way. Well, I can, of course. I mean, I can also utter and hear it, but it will result in not good things. I will have to actively suppress my thoughts, try to control myself. It is physically painful for me to wrestle my mind like that.
Can I tell him what you used to be like when I first met you?
Sure.
Dirge had a very, don't take this the wrong way if I'm incorrect, please correct me, I don't mean it to be patronizing or anything, or disrespectful. When I first met Dirge, he couldn't complete a thought or a sentence without nearly exploding in anger.
Not anger.
Or at least that's what I saw from
anger sets it off.
Anger.
But I can be angry, and I don't have problems. I don't get angry easily. I mean, I kind of do, but that's more because it's violence.
Got it. Okay.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you get when you have amnesia and you recover from... Well, that's what you get when you get a traumatic brain injury, you get amnesia. But your previous life as a murder cultist, it kind of sort of still sticks with you. You know how fucking odd it is to never see a gun before, you pick it up, and then you go, I know how to use this gun. Because the muscle memory's still there.
That feeling. Don't like that feeling.
Hey, but...
I somewhat know that feeling.
Yeah, well, you don't need to worry too much about me. I am almost fixed. I guess the best way to put it. At least when it comes to that. There's
Honestly,
a lot more
seeing
other
the
parts
progress
about
has
me
been
that.
very endearing.
There's a lot of other stuff wrong with me, but we've only now begun to realize how deep the rabbit hole goes. As it turns out, I've got a lot of trauma. Like a lot. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can only fathom you're the same. Maybe not as bad. Good, by the way. You're just someone who had a troublesome upbringing and hasn't had much in life. At least you weren't raised by murder cultists.
No, I was raised by a warrior lady that can do magic.
Yeah. That sounds interesting.
Yeah, that was more than a mechanical person.
Yeah, well...
Would I be okay to talk about what went on with me?
Sure, but I have one tad bit left. You don't need to worry about my mother. Or my father. They're both dead.
Oh.
We actually found the corpse of my mother. It looks like the person who killed them was me. Before I lost my memories. So, who knows? Maybe old me had a little bit of this me in them somewhere.
Probably comes from somewhere.
Sorry if that's a bit much. Sorry if it's got a bit dark for you.
No, it's fine.
You're perfectly fine. It's just... Wow.
Yeah, a lot.
I'm actually kind of glad
I should stop doing this. I'm a serial trauma dumper. I'm actually really bad at this.
You're perfectly fine, honestly.
To be fair, I wanted to get to know you at some point because you are either very... what is your relationship with Riel at this point? I don't know.
Girlfriend. Boyfriend.
It's hard to keep track. Girlfriend, got it. Your girlfriend, boyfriend with one of my best friends, so I would like to get to know you well.
Yeah, well, she's an amazing person.
She is. Probably one of the best people I know. I really fucking hope that Zephyr doesn't sink their teeth into her anyway. God knows it's tried.
It won't.
As far as I go, good. I was born in not in Lothric City, but the home universe of Lothric City, L268. I grew up in a small town outside of the capital of the state that I lived in, about 50 miles outside of Cleveland, at a town called Water Creek. It's this very small farming town, mostly wood elves. At a very early age, got interested in tech and coding. My mom and dad tried putting me in public school. That didn't work because of my autism. They took me out of public school and homeschooled me. Wound up homeschooling myself at a certain point when I finally figured out how lesson plans and all that stuff worked. Got a very big penchant for working on technology and coding at an early age, like 14, 15 years old. My dad ran an auto shop for cars. And in my home reality, cars were relatively advanced. They had computers, they had hover tech, all that good stuff in it. And my dad wasn't too good with software, and I would repair the software when my dad worked on the actual mechanical bits of the car. And that's how I made my living. And eventually I saved up enough money to go to college. They sent me to the most advanced courses for engineering and software engineering, realized that I was too, I don't know if advanced checks out there. What wound up happening is I won a competition, an engineering competition, and I was given a free ride to MIT. I got my 3 degrees in robotic engineering, software engineering, computer engineering, and forensics. And then cybernetic engineering not long after that. And I graduated, then started working for Arasaka not long afterward as one of their lead research and development specialists. I worked for them for a while, right up to the fall, which is what we call that apocalyptic level event that happened that resulted in Russia getting nuked, we got hit by bioweapons, and everywhere else just kind of set off all at once in like a civil war. But it was worldwide against synthetics. It started off as resource wars in the early 1920s, and then it just progressively got worse. In like 2295 or 97, it went off like a Roman candle. Right before then, about a year or so before the fall actually happened, I was in a car accident, running from a group of raiders that were trying to capture me for human trafficking. I jumped in a convertible, hot-wired the car, drove around a couple of corners, was fishtailed by the van chasing me, hit a curb, got launched from the car, broke my neck. Was declared legally dead due to lack of brain activity, and I was taken back, life flighted back to Mesic Industries, which was the American branch of Arasaka. They forcibly put cybernetics on my body. The brain interface was first. Then they shoved me in a cryogenic stasis pod after putting some experimental, like, antifreeze agent in my body. They shoved me in the stasis pod, and then they found out my brain activity was still active enough to actually do something. I was blind, deaf, couldn't hear. They found out that my brain activity was still good enough to actually think and operate on my own. They hooked me up to a computer, put me in the stasis pod, put me on life support, and then said, "We need you to finish this project you've been working on, or else we're going to pull your life support. You're nearly dead." They were willing to kill me. Because I told my employer at the time, because I had figured out what they were trying to do with my software due to a whistleblower, that they were trying to use my brain mapping software for medical purposes to map people's brain activity and turn it into a personality construct to put inside of synthetics. I threatened to blow the whistle on this and left the company not long afterwards and went into hiding. And then the car accident happened, then they life flighted me, then the whole thing, they put me in the pod, blah blah blah. I was in there for probably 150 years. After the fall, they forgot I existed and just left me in the basement of a hospital plugged up to a generator. And eventually, the net's presence in the hospital that I was being held in started to come back. I have gone without contact for over 150 years with anyone but a cat.
That was the
I
only
had a
thing.
connection, pretty much, but the cats and were mutated by the bomb, so they were more intelligent than your average feline.
Oh. Oh.
It could type very rudimentarily through the computer that I was connected to. We worked out a deal. It provided me with things, and I would build it because I was also connected to a fabrication bench in the same room. Eventually, I was able to connect to an empty synthetic chassis, and I sent it out to go see what the fuck was going on in Laverick City, because I didn't know. I had no idea. And the first place that I went to was the shutdown. And I met X. Then I went everywhere else. And then I eventually started working with Mr. Thorgar as their cybersecurity specialist. I found out how much it costed. I went to the Rip and Chip, asked how much it would cost for spinal reconnection surgery, and saved up 10,000 credits to then transport my pod to Zafira on the back of one of my drones. They defrosted me, installed the cybernetic, and then I went right back to my apartment. By this point, I had met Daisy, who is my partner. And she was essentially my stay-at-home nurse because my muscles were completely atrophied. I couldn't walk. I couldn't move on my own. I couldn't breathe on my own. And Dirge, you may remember this much. I eventually was put inside of a chair that could hover and had a life support system and a server rack and everything right there. And I used to get around from place to place using that chair. That's when I found out I had muscular dystrophy.
Oh no.
It wasn't a blow. I didn't get discouraged by anything that happened to me. I found a geneticist. They helped me from there. And then Winry gave me an augmented right arm, right leg, and I've been on my own ever since. Been able to go places. Of course not without my damn hood, but I'm at least able to get around pretty well.
Yeah, I just got rescued because I accidentally said like one or two suspicious things around this weird witch lady called Marge, and she just kind of dedicated, her and her bird boyfriend kind of dedicated their life for like a couple of months to make sure I was better, and yeah, it worked.
Huh.
I'm glad.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I'll be honest, if it weren't for like 5 people, I'd be dead.
I think I'd probably be dead if it wasn't for Marge. Yeah, I'd probably be dead.
If you know Nexus, well, obviously you know Nexus, she runs the shutdown. If you know Nexus, X, and...
Vaguely.
Let's see.
You have Hawk, Nexus, let's see.
Kanto!
I know that
and
one,
a couple
yes.
other people at the meat rack. If it weren't for Thorgar, Kanto, and a couple of people at the meat rack, I'd probably be dead. Honestly,
Thorgar.
honest to God, the resources that
He got me
Thorgar,
drunk
yes,
for the first time in
because
my life.
He gave me the monetary gain needed to buy the cybernetic augment that allowed me to get out of my pod.
Alright.
It took about 6 months.
I think I should go. My brain's starting to switch off, and that's not good because I need to stay focused. So I think I'm going to return back to the city where the sun doesn't exist.
Hey, Derek.
Yeah.
I hope I didn't traumatize too much.
No, it's alright. I've heard quite a lot from myself. You heard what I've been through. Yeah, it's...
I appreciate you, and thank you.
Nothing really... People's past doesn't really haunt me that much. It's what happens to them now. If bad shit's still happening to them is what irks me.
Here.
See you around, you
What was your
two.
name again?
Dirge.
Dirge. Rune. Don't forget it.
I won't.
Because I like to make fun of him all the time. If you need to, just fucking like yell out B and I'll probably.
Oh. Hello, Dylan.
By Saturday.
I'm gonna go talk to Snowbell now.
Oh, we're not.
If you need like medical help, please.
Hi, Snowbell.
We actually do have a lot.
Oh, wait, no.
We do have a lot.
You're Blizzard, right?
Blizzard.
I meant.
What's up? What do you need?
Nothing.
I meant troublemaker.
No, I was just saying hello.
Is that my dog? Good OG.
Dylan, I need your help.
We have
Moon's making fun of short people. We gotta make him tiny now.
Ooh, alright! Very nice.
With Hannah.
Good shit, OG, good shit. What's rockin'? What's poppin'?
Met a new person, spoke very long about myself to them, they spoke very long about themselves to me, gave them a basic rundown of Saphira and also of Leap Boundary, for no particular reason.
Look after yourself.
I'm more talking about the fact
I see.
everybody's
May have inspired Wright to do something more, which is either really good or really bad, depending on what she's planning to
Either
do.
to a hospital, or he's coming to stay with Snowball. We're not gonna probably leave her because we don't know if
And,
they will follow us. And if they do,
that's it really. I came to just relax. And I've relaxed.
I see. Didn't you like explode on social media?
if I need help, I will definitely call someone.
As in, like,
Edward is good.
Sexiest man of the year? Like, I haven't exploded in anger
Yeah,
on
that.
social media in a bit.
No. I mean explode as in like you got real popular because of a thing.
Yeah, which is on one hand, it's nice. On the other hand, I really don't want a powerful and social and mimetic presence.
We're unsure where we're probably going to make sure.
Probably fine.
Gets to a hospital.
Probably fine, but
right
my
too.
entire
pretty much
parts of my job thrive off being really sneaky.
I'm not sure if we'll come back to the house, but I'm putting the house on lockdown for that reason.
Well, I mean, now I can use my social status as a way to hide now instead, I suppose. After all,
What's it like cover for cover?
I'm a baker. I'm the sexiest man of the year. I'm just.
Yeah, I feel like ass.
Ooh.
I'm not. I can't be.
Because
I can't be an assassin. That would be
you
crazy.
needed wife time.
That would be crazy. That'd be fucking loco, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs even. That'd be weird, you know?
Yeah. Now, you trust me, sexiest man of the year, right? To not, look over there. Look.
Of course.
I'm just gonna gently prod you and
gonna go home.
I'm just gonna gently tap you in the side with this instead.
You should have.
Yeah. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay, but if you're really feeling
Real?
Yeah.
Pretty, you should
No, that's my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would say take it the easiest you can.
Alright, that's pretty funny. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was pretty good. That was pretty
You
good.
need teleporting. Come here.
Point one, Dirge.
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Guess what? The amount of knives I am carrying has more than doubled. Ever since I got
Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, that's one.
That's another. So that's another. Alright, it's another.
This week has been a good week. Hopefully it stays that way.
It's another.
I don't know.
Fucking hell. You got a gun too?
No. I can't hide a gun.
Okay.
I can hide a gun.
Can't.
One sec.
You're supposed hard to hide a gun. You're hiding a fucking rifle length dagger. 6 of them.
Rifle lengths for you. Oh, what's that behind your ear? Oh my god.
Huh? A knife behind my knife ears. You know what? That makes sense.
There. That's me practicing hiding it up my sleeve.
I can say it. It's my word.
I was about to say, that was
Pretty
not the
good.
intention. I was just trying to pull a knife behind your ears. I kind of forgot that was an insult for elves.
You're good. It's okay. I made it. It's my word. I can say it. It's
Yeah, it's
okay.
your word. It's your word.
It's our word, okay? Groucho can't listen or whatever. Alright, but yeah, it's our word. Yeah. Technically, it's my creator's word. I'm the doll version of him. He's just an elf. You know what? Not gonna get into semantics. I can
Yeah,
say
we're not
it.
gonna get into semantics.
Nope.
Here you go.
Hell yeah.
I could make a funny joke.
We figured out when my actual birthday is. Or like
is
when
it?
I woke up thing.
Okay, yeah.
So after doing some math, and more math, and generalizations and guesstimates, my birthday, as a doll, when I first woke up, would be February 7th.
That's very
So tomorrow.
soon.
Technically tomorrow. Yes.
I'll remember to wish you happy birthday then, I think, if I can remember that.
That's a...
Thanks, I appreciate it, OG.
If you're wondering when mine is, it's November 5th.
November 5th. I will forget it, but I try not to.
No, I need to actually make sure. I need to make sure someone's okay.
I'm just being honest.
No, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just wondering if you were going to say something about it being November 5th.
No. Remember, fuck. What's really weird is that Ryesha's birthday is the February 5th, so technically yesterday.
That's today. Well, technically yesterday.
So Ryesha's now 186. 186.
Honeycomb.
I
Well,
think.
happy
Yeah,
birthday
186.
Happy birthday to Ryesh, who is not here. Definitely not watching me right now.
Who's not here? Nope. Damn.
I'm gonna get you some.
One day I'll meet my creator. One day. We'll figure it out.
One day I'll meet him too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like partially interested.
He's pretty fucking weird from reading his diaries.
I mean, yeah, but he also hates the exact same type of people I hate, so I think we'll get along well.
Oh yeah, it's been like a whole arc for him, you know?
Yeah, same for me.
We need to get you that.
I'm still not fucking done. You see, those leap fuckers apparently supposedly dealt with them, but I know they didn't fucking deal with them. They're still fucking around. I'm gonna make sure that every single one
Like,
of those...
look. One thing that Ryesh wrote down in his diaries is that the cultists of murder,
Thank you.
are like rats, a plague, an infestation. You may kill 10, you may kill 100, you may kill 1,000, yet they will crop up everywhere. Their point is to kill, their point is to die trying to kill. Doesn't really do much. If you kill more, there's going to be more. Fucking hate those guys.
Yeah, do you like Sugar Kings?
Yeah, it really feels like me and Ryesh have the exact same fucking problem in life. Goddamn.
Yeah, he's from Baldur's Gate, so bro experienced those fuckers firsthand for like 80-some years.
Huh.
Eventually. And then you're gonna be growing
Well,
up really being strong.
I guess it only got really bad when the I lore dumped, so you know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, train you more.
I wonder if you
Raw, the Dead 3.
Yeah, like
He's got diaries in here. I can tell you if he did.
Did he encounter a child
vanilla.
of the god?
They're very sweet.
There.
You can't eat them,
Not
though.
that one. Right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there's a reason why I chose that wording.
Honey, though. They'll give you honey. Eventually, they'll produce enough and they'll get a
Hold up,
heal.
there's something here about it. Hold up. Baldur's Gate. Mayor Baldur's Gate.
I'm interested in how varied they might be, because maybe we'll take the ones from your reality as example, because, you know, one of them in Saphira's a bug, and the other one is completely unknown.
We'll give you like a glass full of it.
Religions. 1492.
What if I create something?
City of Blood. The Gate.
What if
Where
I
is it?
create a whole...
The mayor.
Ooh, I
think he is it.
Candy Village.
History, the mayor. Yeah, okay, alright, I think I see it. Let's see. While making a public speech on the returning day, Grand Duke. The only other, although it was unknown. Transformed. Okay. So he doesn't have any direct involvement with these children. However, he found, by rumors... Oh, there's that motherfucker. He found, by rumors, that the former Duke of, or Mayor? I can't remember. That's not really being specific.
Pulling you by the ear.
What's good, OG? The former Duke of Baldur's Gate in around 1482, Grand Duke Abdul Adrian was attacked by a guy who is called Via Kong, who is the only other remaining, to his knowledge, children of that guy. Turns out that the Duke also was one of those guys, but managed to beat the influence. Rumors! This is from him being there for God knows how long. So he technically was there on the day where they both fought and then killed each other. At least in Faerun.
I want to get some show done.
So yeah. Apparently the news from that day was that one of them died by the hands of the mortal sibling. The other one transformed into a... I don't know if I can say that word, considering your triggers, but, dude who murders people.
I mean... I don't know. You could say it.
A slayer is what it says. Alright, I was right. Alright, you said it. You said it.
Oh god, that feels bad. Oh, give me a moment. That's genuinely.
But of course, my friend, would you like a distraction at all?
Please. There's.
But of course, you require a crispy cold Dr. Ludric, something to get your mind off of it, to refresh you.
Oh my god, this is actually.
Respect to Dirge. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Good to see you.
That hurts. This hurts.
Hey, Ares.
That hurt really bad. That hurts really bad. This hurts really bad. That. I'm going to think about this Dr. Ludric instead and just...
Crisp, cold Dr. Ludric. That delicious flavor. Beautiful, even for a cold, windy night like this one. Dr. Ludric. Drink Dr. Ludric.
Might have
Note,
been...
Dr. Ludric's not a certified doctor.
That might have been the worst it's been from a trigger in a bit.
Alright, so don't say that one.
Banned. That word's banned. We're banning it. Like.
Yes, ma'am. Hoorah. Transformed into the... Yeah. Apparently that thing is an avatar. Is that bad? Is that word bad too?
No.
That word bad too.
Just
okay,
fills
all
me
right,
with
no.
dread.
I think he's just reciprocating the information.
Okay, yeah. Avatar of the yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So at least in Faerun, presumably they're all dead. The children. At least in Faerun, they think.
And when the
Rand's
children
gonna stop
are
paying
dead,
attention after a while because he just gotta,
the god returns.
Supposedly.
That's what I know.
Yeah. A vicious cycle.
At least when he was there, he wasn't aware of any coming backs. So, although that might have changed. Maybe.
Well, it's a van that murders people. Oh my god. Or like runs over them.
Yeah. There's boulders and...
I've seen that specific truck run over
God,
several
bro wrote
people
so much
on
fucking
repeated
history in
instances.
this thing. Like, brother needed a vet, so he just wrote the history of his fucking hometown. God damn, my creator is very mentally unstable. At least was.
Why does
Yeah,
it
just
fit?
good to see you, by the way.
Good to see you too, Ares. I am not in a touchy mood right now. You just saw what I...
Noted.
The fact that you... Look, I'm going to put it the best way I can describe this. Do not take this to heart. Reached out like that, my brain said bite.
No, you shouldn't be accepting it.
Air high five then.
I'm trying to keep this down.
Dramatic.
And calm. Fine. We're in the middle of the street at Lando. We're fine. This is like... There's nothing else here that's too much. That's the reason why I've got this under control.
Plenty of people around just, keeping all
I'll stop
active.
talking about his stuff, but he's had his run-ins. That much is for certain, and he has his history.
Strange, because that word that you said, I've heard it be used before, right? It's just a word that you use for when someone kills people. But in that context, it set me off. Okay, that's worrying.
Making mental note of that. Right, well.
No.
He
said for this.
Just in case for the future, do I ask Riel for the rest of the other words I shouldn't say out loud?
Yeah.
If it's related to the dead three motherfuckers, you probably shouldn't.
I have no idea who those are, so I'm probably never going to bring those up in conversation, so I have no idea who those are.
Don't name
Please
the
don't tell me
dead...
what they are.
Don't name the dead murder god.
Remember.
Yup.
Okay, I know that one. Yeah.
Right.
Don't name the councilman that has a deer skull for a head, the councilman that is a lizard, and the councilman that is the posh one that is a prick.
Posh one that's
Market Guardian and someone. Yeah, okay.
Market Guardian Waterfront.
Alright.
And he isn't even head of Guardian anymore, he just was by the time this what the fuck's wrong with me occurred, so... I can say dispatch and speak about dispatch fine. I just don't like him because he's a councilman. I speak about the cowboy dude. Not like... I can't remember his name. Perfectly
Are you
fine.
talking about Starchild Boy?
No.
My brother?
No.
The new guy
councilman.
they put in Garden, the fucking cowboy councilman dude, the red arms.
Harlow.
That guy, that guy.
And I can speak about
You probably don't pay attention to
Enki.
the city, but
Yeah.
Garden got a new guy, so.
I've been skimming around the news anchors what I can.
Why?
I've been paying attention a lot more frequently recently. Well, it's that, and if I want to, be more part of, the gang and all that, I want to, be more culturally aware, so I'm not kind of like a walking caveman trying to understand Unga Bunga politics. Right?
Oh, you want to see
I
something
want
cool?
to be informed.
Sure.
Rotom went into my phone. Say hi, Rotom!
Oh, hello. Not the first time I've seen Rotom go inside a different device. I've seen... I've seen Rotom go inside my daughter's body.
Weird. What? Cool though,
Dot
but
is an
weird.
AI.
This
It's got a chassis.
this is a monster. This is a monster phone that
Really,
my buddy Trash got for me. It's from where he's from, so it has a bunch of cool features.
So
Rotom just went inside. Now it's my Pokédex. I can just scan shit with it. And boom, Pokédex app. Yep.
It'd be nice
Plus,
if
like,
my phone was my
I don't know.
Pokédex, because it's annoying carrying around both of them at the same time.
Hey man, get yourself a Rotom / a Rotom phone. That shit slaps. That shit fucks.
I don't feel like... I'm good, thank you. I feel like I have enough Pokemon now.
Alright, fair enough. You know, apologies, but like, it just gets me thinking. If Brash was here, and he knew about you, and he stayed here, he probably would have helped the shit out of you to you know, get out of that. And also get rid of
Rayesh
more
is
of
the
those
kinda guy
guys.
for that,
Because fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck
Yeah,
those
Rayesh
guys.
really hated the murder cultists. That's kind of his whole backstory, you know, the lore.
Yeah. Do you think there's like any way to contact him? I think you'd have valuable insight.
Stopping point for most hard limit at the very least.
Probably not. From the last bits of his diary that he left, he put down that he, like... Unbeknownst to him, he has a few, we'll say, scrying locks, in a way. He has some earrings that prevent scrying because he used those while he was trying to investigate weird, one of the councilmen. Because,
I
you
think I know
know,
which
dude's
one.
fucking scary. Yeah, right. There's a drawing of how he really looks. But yeah, so, there's that. But he is apparently attuned to those while he's in Faerun, mostly just so he doesn't get people constantly asking for him back. Because, you know, plus, it's the whole thing of, like, I have to go back and do my own thing, I can't be distracted by this, I have to, you know, like, bro was set on a mission going back home and didn't want anything to tempt him back here, kind of thing. Other than that,
I mean, can't we just go to Faerun and find him?
Great point.
Yeah.
I can blend in a medieval environment.
Faerun in such a long time.
I mean, yeah, you're a Dragonborn. Of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just go to Baldur's Gate, right?
Well, here's the issue. I don't know where he is in Faerun.
Was that a cramp?
He had a roadmap, if that makes sense. So, like...
He told me he was going to Waterdeep. Isn't he not there anymore?
Well, I don't know. Well, no. Someone told me that apparently they saw him outside there, so he's not in Waterdeep anymore. Okay, wait. So put it like this, right?
So he's
Rayesh
on the
has a
sword
bunch of...
cast somewhere there.
Somewhere. Rayesh has a bunch of stuff he wanted to solve and resolve right from his past, sort of as like a his own thing, but also like a regaining his sense of adventure thing. A lot of different purposes. So he had a roadmap. He would start up top near what was the town? Well, I can't remember the town name right now, but essentially he would start up north, go down to Waterdeep. He would be in Waterdeep for a little bit, get himself readjusted. Then his plan was to keep going down, check some other towns here and there, end up in Baldur's Gate, and then right his wrongs, as he put it.
Because
Bro used to be...
By the way, you have a
Perhaps, yes, which he presumed would take him the second longest of his objectives back home. Although it's been a really long while, I don't know if he has written his wrongs already, or if he just said, fuck it, who knows? So he could be in Baldur's Gate.
There might just be people there who know him and said they know where he's gone.
There is definitely people who know him, so there's that. Then after that, he wanted to go back down to his original village where he's from, because he's an elf, wood elf. He's from a village in the forest of Tithir. So that was his next objective, to go ask... fucking say again. Find out the origins of my birth and or race. I might be an Eladrin, I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get to Tethir. I'm winging it by that point. Direct quote, by the way.
No, he made you, so I
and,
imagine he's somewhat like you.
A lot nicer, a lot less weird and goofy. Proper, but... No. There's that. Then he said, try to find a way to get the other half of my soul back from the contract with Asmodeus. Point. Made a deal with Mist.
Holy shit.
He went to Faerun to go do that. Note, this could possibly be accomplished by completing Mistra's tasks and the deal and contract that was made with Mistra. So that might be done. He might have his half of his soul back. He might be an Eladrin. Now, maybe. Or was an Eladrin, but was being hidden as a wood elf. Figure it out from there. I don't know where else to go after the Forest of Tethir, but that's the best part of it all. The journey, the adventure. So yeah, I mean,
Sounds
if you
like
really
it'd be a
want
lot
to, we
of-
could try.
We could try. It sounds like a lot of effort for something that, I mean, just for a nice talk.
Definitely, but I mean, I know some people that can get us to Faerun and back for a little bit. No, a day trip.
I mean, we could give it a go. We might just pop into Baldur's Gate and see if that's good enough and he's there. If he's not,
You like the Pocky Sticks?
we tried.
I guess. I haven't really tried going to Faerun mostly because I don't really want to fuck with his objective. I mean, I'm kind of partially made not to do that. Then again, I have sentience right now, and I could just go against that, but I would just feel really bad while I'm there. I'm smart as fuck, you.
Dirge.
Yeah?
Theoretically, if you're going, I'd like to come with. I'd like to see him again. And even pay a visit to old homestead country of Neverwinter. It's gonna be it's gonna be hell on earth for me to get over there, but I kind of want to visit the joint again.
I mean,
Apparently some people have seen him recently. Some people who did go to Faerun recently. I just need to remember who. I think Knight was one of them. Maybe Patty.
Oh, gummy bears.
Well, good luck getting any of them out of here. And I'll see what I can do.
I mean, I see Patty
If you
occasionally
really
at the
want to go
Macarium,
and try on, text me, I guess.
3 chips.
Sure, I mean, it's something for the future. I think right now, I'm, got a bit too much on my plate.
Looking at us like, what is going on?
Yup.
After all, I kind of have to fix what I am.
Yeah?
Kind of like that Duke of
Dirge,
Baldur's Gate. He managed to do it, so you could probably do it too.
Huh.
If I'm
You know,
not
me
catching
and
you at
that
a
Duke
bad
probably
time
have a
yet.
lot more in common than you think.
There you go.
Mm.
Your own little bed.
I
Yeah?
wanted to ask, are you gonna be at the are you gonna be at the charity tomorrow, Dirge? Or-
No. I'll be... What, you mean the IZCA?
The back the 09.
That's not tomorrow, that's on Friday.
Shit. Never mind.
And no, I won't be. I'll
Alright.
be busy that day.
Oh. Then maybe I could pick your ear about something before we split ways tonight.
Sure.
Or do you need a sec?
What? I've got 5 more minutes, I guess.
I know about the stuff that's going on, to an extent. I wanted to offer you something, and I know offers go very, very much so all
What do you
like all over the
mean
place.
by to an extent?
I wanted to make you something.
What do you mean by to an extent?
Because accepting offers, especially when it's a item being given to you, is a very much of like a tie that most people don't like to be accepting.
No, I mean,
of.
you know about, you said, what about, you said, you know what's going on about to an extent. What do you mean by that?
Oh, the craziness going on with LF and all that. And know how much. Yeah, I didn't want to elaborate because that's a very much of a hairy subject that can be saved for later. I want to make you something. I want to make Riel something. As a smith, I feel like my efforts are much more than just putting a blade to work. It's to be putting my hammer to a blade.
Say
making
wedding
things.
rings. We are only 4. We've only been
Hey,
together for 4
whoa.
months.
Hey, look, I have a spouse still, and it's been like almost 2 years. I get it. It's me and Farah haven't really decided the whole wedding thing yet. Still technically working as an adventurer, and I kind of want to have a secured future. So, fucking.
This is really
Are you
heavy
fucking
fog.
kidding me? Yeah, I can't see you beyond like this distance. Anyway, okay, well I'll just hurry it up. I want to make you and Riel something. That's not a wedding ring. I want to make you all something for the upcoming events. Riel doesn't use weapons, but I know how to make something for her that could benefit her in the field in some way, like a shield or something that could help ease things.
She
for
won't
her.
be fighting
I'm gonna make you. She won't be? Okay.
And
I wasn't sure because
I won't be either unless it's really necessary.
All right. If you accept my offer, I would like to bank both of you shields.
I'm not a shield guy. But Riel already has one, but I'll ask her about it.
I can understand that. The reason why is because taking unnecessary damage is unfortunately something that we can't really afford on a medical bill if push comes to shove. And I think having a shield, even as a thing to have than not to have, is better to be considered.
I can get plenty of fairly decent shields if I need them. The issue is just carrying them. They are big, they are bulky. Do you understand what my position is, my expertise is?
You're very finesse. I saw how you were fighting Orion.
I am an
actually
assassin. I am a stealth operative. Oh.
Yay! It's no longer foggy, but now it's just rainy. Wow. All right. So bucklers are out of the question then, eh?
I might do a buckler. But I've got these daggers. They're made to look like... They're made for parrying and for offense.
I make Riel a shield if she accepts, and I can make you a buckler if you accept. But there's also the other option. Your daggers are very lovely.
I'll speak to her about it. I think something different might be in order. I think both me and Riel have enough weapons and tools for combat as it is. I think we'd appreciate something different.
I think the intention I'm wanting to press here is that I like seeing my friends come back. One of my favorite things.
Well,
I like seeing and making things for people that I know can guarantee their safety. Well, shields can't guarantee safety. You know what I mean by that, but it's it's something I know that I can put onto a table people could use and they can come back much healthier.
I'll speak
for
to her
the reason
about
why I
it,
took on the blacksmith role.
I'm going to be honest with you. Both her and I are not intending to go in the first place. So... And once again...
I think in our line of work, I think half the things we do are unintended. Or at least half the battles that we fight are unintended.
Yeah, but once again, shields are not my defense. My speed...
That's perfectly fine.
And my ability to hide when the time comes. What I usually rely on for defense. But, I guess...
And that is perfectly fine.
I'm just not a shield person at all.
Okay, and if Riel accepts, I will make something that will blow it out of the park. Something that she'll definitely rock.
Well, take note, she isn't the strongest, so it has to be something light.
Oh, I'm not gonna make her like a tower shield or something crazy.
I'm gonna go play video games at my house now. Goodbye, Dirge.
Goodbye. I'm also gonna go home and see what my bed looks like.
Now do you want the time?
Come on, Dirge, you have a great night, okay? You take care of yourself.
Yeah, same for you.
Hi, guys.
I really want to go.
Well, guys, got your wish. So, bye-bye.
Wait, what the fuck is going on? I need to get away from the weasel. I need to get away from the weasel. I'm coming with you.
Ugh. Bones, I need you to know. I need you to know.
He's gonna flip as soon as he sees
Right when
Dirge.
I was... Right when I... If he ever does. Right when I was retiring fucking Ryesh is when the ball shit started popping up. And Ryesh's backstory has had ball in it for years. And then it started popping off and I'm like, well, shit. Fuck me, I guess. Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that's what you come into.